Hi guys, how you doing? Right, let's get some lights on. My plan today, or for this video, is to actually finish off this CCTV. Right, now before I do anything else, I've got to absolutely clean this state. It's a state. So, let's start. Right, now we are looking a hell of a lot more neater now. Right, so back to the drawing board. As I said, chase wire from down there, up to here, into that corner, put the camera on the top, connect to the outside. The only problem I had was I connected the camera all up. I drilled the hole, connected the camera all up there, but the problem is on the reverse camera, the display was upside down. Now on that camera screen, you can change it from, if you see everything backwards, from left to right, right to left, but what you can't change is flip an image. I've been reading online that you can change the software and all this lot, but I haven't got a clue how to do any of that. So I come up with having a little L bracket, flipping the camera around, attaching it to the L bracket, and screwing that to the roof. Now, I'll show you when I'm up there. Right, so as you can see, wire come up through here, out here, to make this L bracket, because this was upside down. So ideally, I'd have had this connected to the van, straight the opposite direction without having to have this bracket. But I've created this bracket so then this can flip and then just rest there. So that's simple. But the problem I had with this is I had no ladder and I was trying to climb up here one-handed, drill the hole, feed the wire. It was an absolute nightmare. So now that I've got a ladder, I can show you properly. That's why the filming of it was terrible. But my idea for down the sides, let me show you. Just before I go down, you can see as well, this was too big. It was the smallest one I could find to fit the connection point through. So I've actually just filled it with Sikaflex as well. Obviously this should be fine. It's been about 3 days now, it's quite sturdy. This is all on there all right. So yeah, I want to try and pin this wire down somehow, but I think this reverse camera will be all right. Well, back camera, however you want to see. The only problem I've got is it's not pointing directly down, it's coming off at an angle quite a bit. But it does for a little camera at the back. Right, now on this side, what I meant by only having 2 holes in my last video was, obviously I've got the hole coming out the back down there, and I know my solar panel wires go in through my cupboard at the back. So I'm thinking, probably here, I put another hole that'll come out into my cupboard, and I run the wires for the left side camera straight across underneath the solar panels, wire coming out here, and then I'm going to fit my last camera, the front camera, right next to that little aerial point, and then I'm just going to have to deal with one wire coming back, which is what I need the trunking for. But then that's the plan. So that one camera's done, and obviously I need to fit the other 3. So I want to explain a little bit about my method of doing this. I need to double check, but the problem we had was ideally you'd have your camera sitting there like that, pointing down. Something like that. But that's where the image was upside down. So when you actually turn this bracket upside down, the wire comes out the bottom, so you can't physically get it to kind of bend that way. So we come up with this option, same as what we did with the back, is to have something like a little bracket that either sits on the side and then the camera can then attach to, i.e. like that. So the camera could then attach to that, and then you can then angle the camera down. So let's see. L bracket bolted onto that, and then that means the camera should be able to sit there and then point down where I want it. If you do want to lift it up, you can just lift it up, and
just need to straighten the holes up a bit.
Yeah. So that's that there. That's the plan. So I'm going to paint that, primer, paint it, and then stick it on. So there we have it. That is the bracket finished off. I still need to paint it up a little bit, but I did end up opting to screw through it as well. So I've Sikaflexed underneath, Sikaflexed the 2 holes, and then actually just put a couple of screws in there. I've just gone over that one because it was a smaller head, but that sits back, sits perfect. The only thing, as I was saying before, is I need to try and do something with this. And then as you see over here, you can see the front camera is on there, but I need to do something with that wire. So, but apart from that, that is a finished job. And this is what it looks like from outside. So, it's not the worst. I've got to go back up there and paint these brackets a bit more, paint the screw heads, because I don't want the silver screw heads to show. But it was the best thing we could come up with without having a roof rack. So yeah, and I've obviously got to go up there and hide the wires better, but there you go. And that is them working now. So you should be able to enlarge. So that's the front. We then got the back. We got the left side and the right side. And as you go back to that, I'll just show you all 4 images at once. So there you go. So that is everything back in place. Can't see no wires. They're all hidden in there. I need to tuck that away, but yeah. Literally clean that up a little bit back there and you won't notice. And it all runs in there. That's all back in there now. All finished off in there. And I just need to go and find the boards to put back up on there, and that'll be finished. But they're all tucked in there, the wires, with the solar panel wires. So, yeah. And then, I forgot to say as well, actually it comes with a little remote. So, can I pick that up on the screen? There we go. So, yeah. Really happy with that. So that's that done. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.